Welcome everybody back to Nine's Corner. How's everybody doing? I don't know how it's been in your neck of the woods, but today here in Alberta, we had sun, warmer temperatures. It felt very spring. You could smell the clay and the water. And I put out 3 blankets out on the line. Now, when I was younger, we had a washer, but we didn't have a dryer for the majority of my years back home. So, rain, shine, sleet, snow, mom always believed that if you put the line out, it just had a nice smell to it. It was fresh smell, and the sun cleaned it and the whole 9 yards. So, we would bring in frozen clothes from the line and try to find places. And literally, like, you'd just make a dance with the pants. And here we are all these years later, and I have a washer and a dryer, and I love nothing more than to put my blankets out, and it gives you that fresh smell. And for me, it certainly brings me back to, getting into the warm blankets when mom and just the smell of country and fresh air, and just is like a breath of fresh air. And yes, I have Spock here. Spock, say hello. Hello. So, I was thinking yesterday after our reading, oh no, I got him too excited. After our reading, you know, I keep getting the tower. And then when I asked about the tower, it just kept saying fate. So I thought, let's switch it up a little bit. Okay, you have to stop or you're going to have to go. Um, I thought, let's look at what is going to be the reactions of the Republicans going into, during, and after the election. Look at the Democrats going into, during, and after the election to try to get a feeling of how are they feeling, to kind of give us some insight as to how the election is going down, because no matter how much we look at it, it keeps coming out being this like crazy time. So I thought, let's look at it. So we'll do 3 cards for the Republicans, do 3 cards for the Democrats, and then we'll do some clarifiers with the Norman cards, because I love how specific they can get, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So, and before I even start this reading, because the fact that we're reading on the election and Donald Trump means that it's going to bring us a little low energy. So, as always, here is our candle lit for each and every one of us. I hope everybody is viewing this is feeling healthy, staying hopeful, and taking care of your mental, because this is the time when we really got to be careful what we say. There's going to be miscommunication. There's going to be emotional communication. You got to give people a break. So, and then try not to be too negative, because it's easy. It's an overwhelming time. So, okay. So let's look into the Democrats and the Republicans. We'll do Republicans first. So, okay, and Democrats. Okay. So, Republicans going into the election, they're the King of Swords. So, their focus is on everything that's been taken away from them. And their focus is even stronger and more geared towards Trump. During the election, they're feeling very much like they don't have any other choice but to keep going with Trump. It's almost like we've been we've been thinking this the whole time, so now we've got to stick with it. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of thoughts and processes going through this. But then the end card, I get the Sun, which is a victory. They're okay. So let's look at Democrats. We have the Magician. So going into the election, they have all the elements to go forth. They have the communication. They have the people behind them. They have the ability to manifest a win. We have the King of Pentacles. So I'm thinking this is Biden. I'm thinking he is very much being lifted by the party, but if you see this king, he's just sitting down doing nothing. So I'm not quite sure how much energy he's putting into this. And then I get, for after the election, the Page of Swords. So this is almost like being very unhappy with the outcome and wanting just like almost like just, oh my God, I give up, and having confusion and not understanding what has gone on. So let's get the Lenormands out and see what clarifiers can we get for the Republicans and the Democrats. Republicans, Democrats. Republicans, we have confusion. I think people don't know what to think. I don't think they're getting the right information. I think it's a purposeful thing. I think the media needs to be called out. Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be my cloud. That was confusion. Then we have hope. This is them putting the hope out, getting to the polling stations, and then we got security and reliability. So I think they're not going to know whether or not Trump has made it. I think they're confused going into it. I think that they're going to show up and they're going to secure Trump. Dare, oh dare. Democrats, illness ending. I don't know if this is just the ending of the Democratic Party in the sense of being able to win against Trump, or because this would go with the manifest. So are they not able to manifest it? Does the coronavirus and how that affects society, is that going to stump them? Then you've got, with Biden, unexpected change. So something's going to be coming up. And with people's unhappy viewing and saying, oh my God, I can't believe this has happened, I got the bird. So this is communications, twittering. It's that kind of like excitement that gets built up of, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. I can't believe that. No, oh my God, guys. Okay. We need to get my cards put up. Hold on. Sorry. Let's look and see. Is Trump going to win? Is Trump going to win the 2020 election? We just looked at the cards. The Republicans look like they think they're going to win. The Democrats look like they're going to be disappointed. Will Trump win the 2020 election? I don't even want to look. Nine of Pentacles. So he's got luck on his side. He's got the High Priestess. So this is people showing up. There's going to be a lot of misinformation, miscommunication, but there's almost like a destiny of this to happen. But then we have the Six of Cups. So I think that he's probably going to win, but then there's also going to be this looking back. People are going to be looking back into the past. Things from the past are going to be brought up, and that's probably why we keep seeing having a lot of uproar and protests and things of that nature, or wanting for that to be, because there's so much misinformation, and they're going to go back to the past and look at it. So, okay. Will, oh God, I don't even know what to say. I literally almost have tears in my eyes. Okay. Will Trump be inaugurated in January? Will he actually become the president in 2021? Will he become the president? Will he still be the president in 2021? Because it looks like he's going to win the election, but I always see him, and that's probably the tower, that people are just going to lose their minds. So will he still be the president in 2021? Oy, strength. So there's definitely going to be things that are coming up from the past. This is going to be legal action going towards him. This is going to be the re-questioning, and this is also the strength of the people getting a clearer mind. It is going to be a wowza. 2020 is not going to just start off hard and then just get easy. It's going to be ups and downs, goods and bads. It's going to be a full bag of, because why I'm saying that is that it's not all going to be negative, negative, negative. There are going to be some wows, but I don't know if you feel it, but I certainly feel this huge energy of change. And it's like, in other readings, we've talked about it that, the old system, the way things used to be, the way that, the 20th century started, we're no longer there. We're going into the air age. We're going into the age of communication, thoughts, and there's going to be some amazing things coming up. But then the cards are also showing that it's going to be a difficult year to get there. So, you know what? Let's take the Lenormands out. I got to say, I love clarifying with the Lenormands because I just feel like it just gives us more details. What is going to happen after the election? I feel like Trump's going to get in. I don't feel like he's going to be president by 2021. The energies have changed. So what's going to be the result of Donald Trump winning? What's going to be the result after Donald Trump wins? Is that going to be the big tower moment when people just go, oh my God, we can't continue like this? Are people finally going to, after the election, decide that it's time to do something? Let's pull 3 cards. Sorry, Spocky Boo. So there's knowledge coming out. There's information, legalities. We've got autumn time, issues. It's going to be a shock to the system. But that creates choices. People are going to start realizing that things have to change. We can't keep going down the same path. And I think this has so many levels and layers because I think this is we as a world, as a community, as a people have to make different choices. And we're going to have to learn to live as one. At the same time, people are going to realize that the choices that they've made will determine where they're going to go in the future. And I believe that they're going to have to do a little reversal here and have a look back. And I think that's what the end of 2020 is going to be, is that the truth has to come out. Like I said, you can't get away with stuff in 2020. But nobody said it's going to happen early or late. It just means 2020. Okay. What advice can we take away from this? What advice can we take away from this? Is this a warning, like, let's get the message out that Trump's going to win if people don't get up? Or is this an inevitable fate that we have to accept? The Moon. Reputation. There is so much corruption happening at this time. It's almost like the perfect storm of greed and corruption. It's just, okay, for us, what advice for us going into the future, dealing with Trump, dealing with the fact that Trump may become president? Please, I'm afraid I'm going to get all these like, I hate you, but it's not me, it's my cards. I have to read the cards as they are. And knowledge is power, and knowing what's coming up and going forth. And I mean, mine is just me interpreting my cards, and I know everybody else is saying that Trump is going to not win and be out. I understand this. I'm just reading the cards. I'm only reading the energies. And as things change, the cards change and the energies changes. And I'm just telling you what's what seems to be the path going forward. So, people, how are we going to feel? There is going to be a great amount of emotion. There's going to be, the dark. We're coming from the darkness. Look at the moon phase. It was coming into the light. What has been unseen is now going to come to the light. It's going to take time. It's going to take growing pains, but this is going to be an overwhelming of emotion. People will come to see. Look at the eye there. We are going to see the light, the star. Very hopeful. That means that, yes, we're going to be going through some difficult times, and there's going to be things that we're going to be going through that we're not going to want to accept, but there is hope. This will be for the greater good of all. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Justice. This will balance out. The dark will come to the light. It's going to take some time, but we will make it so. Even though I've got tears in my eyes, because wow, 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 wow. Okay. Deep breath. Okay. That's my reading. I hope, as always, that each one of you are feeling healthy and realize that this is information and this is just my viewpoint based on my cards, but I really think we need to be cognizant of the choices that we make. Just like when they talk about the virus, that if what we choose to do today will decide how many people will die tomorrow. Well, we're in the same thing. There's so much confusion. There's so much misinformation. Okay. Wishing you all light for your darkness. Take care.